Hey everybody, welcome to Ken Knows Gambling. And I think this is going to be a great series for me anyway. Hopefully, you guys will like it. It's entitled, So, You Think You Want to Gamble for a Living? Okay, I chuckle a little bit because I did it. Most people do not understand the psychological pitfalls that come with this. So, I want to give you a sort of overview of how I'm going to run this series. I'm going to try to keep the videos shorter, but maybe more of them to keep from bombarding you with so much at one time. So this is my intro to sort of explain how I'm going to do it. So the first freaking thing that you have to do is you've got to ask yourself questions. You have to even see if it's something that's even possible for you. Okay? i.e., are you married? you know, and we'll touch on the questions you have to ask yourself first to see if you even have it up here to try something like this. Remember, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is nothing different than you buying, say, a franchise. You want to buy Domino's Pizza, KFC, whatever. You got to have a whole hell of a lot of money to be able to open this franchise. Okay? And if you're the owner of that franchise, you're a 1099, man. There's no guarantee that even the almighty, Subway franchise, there's no guarantee that that will be successful. And you can lose zillions of dollars trying to open up your own business, legitimate business. There's people that went out during the pandemic. Oh my God, the people that went out of business. So even if you open up a franchise business, nothing guarantees your profit and nothing guarantees that you will survive. I could Google it, all the startup companies, legitimate ones that didn't make it. So you have to understand that's what you're going to do. That's exactly what you're going to do, but it's going to be in the gambling realm. So the first thing you have to do is ask yourself a bunch of questions. Then on the next video, we'll end up talking about the mental fortitude that you're going to have. I'll give you a tidbit on one of the things you have to ask yourself if you're willing to do. And that is, are you willing to move? Okay? You got to ask yourself that. If you don't live close to a casino, you can't do it. I don't give a crap. The expenses will kill you. You can't do it. So basically, these next few videos are going to come up here and to determine to yourself if you even have and are prepared, and no matter what, are you prepared to do what it's going to take before you lay your first bet out. Okay, and there's going to be pitfalls, man. I mean, as I go through this, I want to do it correctly, but I don't want to make them real long videos either. I want to keep it, short and sweet. So this is the intro. Once we get through these mental steps, the questions you have to ask yourself first, we'll talk about bankroll, how much you're going to have, why you're going to have it, and ultimately, we're going to get to the tables. I'm not going to tell you how I'm doing it yet, okay, but it'll be multi-games. Now, I will say this. This is for people that want to gamble for a living, but not sport bet and not poker. I will tell you the best chance you have at gambling for a living is poker. And I know a lot of you guys don't do that. So we're going to just say you're not going to play poker and you're not going to sport bet. This is going to be casino games that you know and love. And we'll do several of them as we're gambling for a living. But when I get to that part where we're actually going to tables and we're going to bet, we know everything that we need to know, I will explain all that then. But here's the caveat. I will do all those sessions, if I can, I will do them live. Okay, like this is a video. I can cut it, I can edit it, I can make it dance, I can make it do whatever I want it to do. Well, that ain't real. But in the videos that I'm doing, it's real information, so I don't have to do it live. There's going to come a time when we actually physically go day 1, day 2, day 3. I'm going to do it live. I'm not doing it to answer questions. I won't. I'll answer your questions after I'm done, but I won't do it like John and everybody does where they look at the board, and I won't do that. I only want to do those sessions live, and I'm going to try to do them at the same time at night, like 9 Central, probably. But right before I do that, I'll let everybody know the times that I'm going to do them. I'm going to run live. That way, everybody will know this is real. There's no editing. If I get whopped, I get whopped. Okay? So that's how we'll do that. Now, I don't know how many sessions that I'll do live, but I want to do enough of them that you see what I'm driving at. Okay? And by the time I get done, you will know what it takes to gamble for a living. And then after all that's over, the ultimate is you got to decide if it's worth it to you. The last thing I'll say before I leave this intro, I had a fella that just asked me, well, if you did it for 2 years, why'd you quit? Well, by the time I get through this series, you'll know. Okay? This ain't what do they call it, all roses and whatever. I mean, gambling is a grind if you do it for a living. It's grind, it's boring. You're not doing it for any reason but to make money. It's a job. Okay, understand that. It's a job. Okay, then we'll have to talk about other things too. But anyway, that's sort of the layout. So this is sort of the intro of how I'm going to progress this ultimately in live videos when I actually do sessions, so I can prove to you that, oh yeah, it can be done. Now, one last thing, when I show you this, there's going to be a whole hell of a lot of you, man, yell at me and disagree with me, and they tell me I'm stupid and all that, and I don't give a shit. I really don't. I did it. I lived it. I already know it can be done. But I'm not willing to do it anymore, and I'll get into those reasons as we go on. My life is just not conducive for that right now. So probably 1 out of 100 people could actually do this. But anyway, that's going to be it right now, keeping it short. And now these next few videos, I might not do them just bang, bang, bang. But once we get into the live rolls, I'll try to keep it the same time every night. And we'll move through this, okay? So thank y'all very, very much for tuning in. I am excited. I hope you're just as excited as I am. And we are going to see if you have what it takes to gamble for a living. It ain't what you think, but it can be. Till next time, be great. See ya.